Alright, welcome back. So this time I went out and I bought the 100-pound welding, or not 100-pound, welding cart from Harbor Freight, the Chicago Electric 100-pound capacity, item number 68340. So we're going to put this bad boy together and see if it's worth the 30 bucks I paid for it. So let's get it opened up and lay all the parts out, and hopefully there's instructions, and shouldn't be too difficult though. Okay, so we got 4 shelving, I guess there's type of shelves made out of probably 12 gauge sheet metal. Then there's these 2 side supports, or yeah, I guess they're going to be side struts or side supports. And then there's 2 swivel casters, 2 hard plastic wheels. Then there's a chain, there's a few little brackets, braces, and then there's a bag of looks like Phillips nuts and bolts and screws, and nuts and bolts actually, and a few keyways, well, not keyways, hub pins or whatever you call those things that go through the axles. Okay, well, let's put this sucker together. I'm gonna take a second to look over the instructions, and then I will flip the camera on and put this bad boy together, and hopefully it's good. For 30 bucks, I mean, what could we, guess I can't complain too much. Alright, there it is. What I did is I had some of this, and it looks cloudy for some reason. I hope this isn't gonna be like this when I edit it out, but hopefully it's just my phone. I had a bunch of this styrofoam packing, so I just balled it up, and it does a pretty good job. Eventually I think I'll cut some blocks, cut a block to fit in there, but for right now it's gonna be good. It stops it from wobbling around too much, at least front to back. Side to side, it doesn't concern me as much. It's just the front to back, because then the chains can come off, because all they do is they just slide down in that little notch. So if you just lift up and drop it down, really easy. I stopped and I put the top on upside down, and all in all it took me like 20 minutes, and that's with undoing all the screws and putting them back together the right way, putting all my welder and my little plasma cutter up here. Yeah, 20 minutes. It was really easy. So it all went together really well. I loose fit everything, meaning I didn't tighten any of the hardware down until I was done putting it all together. I figured with the price this was, chances are the holes weren't machined perfectly, and if I started tightening things down before I put it all together, I may run into problems, but it was fine. So that's what I would suggest. Just put it all together loose first. Just put the nuts on enough to where they don't fall off, and then just put the whole thing together, and then come back through in like 3 minutes, tighten it all up. It's a really tight fit. My welder barely fits in here. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. The lighting sucks. Barely fits. But it fits. If I'm gonna, when I change a spool or anything, I'm gonna have to cock this side up because it's this little tray stops the door from opening. But that's okay. It'll work. There's my newest little toy. I didn't need to get a big old expensive plasma cutter. I'm not cutting anything more than, you know, a 1/4 inch at the absolute thickest. Probably more like 3/16. So I'll be using that soon enough. Over there, that blue box with the bag on top of it, that is a Home Labs brand dehumidifier. I'm going to build me a little 4x12 dehumidifying kiln. So that'll be coming up. I got a few projects to do before that. Here's my epoxy. About 10 gallons of it. Pro Marine Supplies. I got them on Amazon. When I do those videos, I'll link to them in the description because it was by far the cheapest I found. Now, granted, I don't think this is the stuff you'd want to use for your floors or anything like that. But this is marine grade. I mean, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I got to do some more looking into it, but it's for tabletops and that kind of stuff. So I can't wait to get it done. So I'll be using that soon enough. Here's my little fans for inside the dehumidifying kiln. That's a little heater. One of my projects I'm going to do, light up epoxy tabletop with a metal frame. I got a pipe bender on the way. Actually, I bought a pipe bender, and I'm going to make a pipe roller. Well, I'm going to try to make one. If I can't successfully make one, then I'm going to buy one. But I think I can make one. This is the makings of my welding bench right here. I bought this 3x3, 3/8 inch slab. I got it hooked up to my hoist right here. So, gonna start putting that together. That's probably gonna be the next thing to go down. And I bought all this steel over here. So what's gonna happen is this steel is gonna end up being a lot of shop material, but first I got some things I want to do. Up against this wall, I'm going to build a panel saw. Here, I'll show you real quick. Okay, so here's my lineal guide rails. They are 2,000 centimeters. I don't know, it's like 70 inches or something. Those are going to make up the rails for my panel saw that's going to go up against that wall. And then I won't need a table saw ever. Well, if any of this stuff interests you, hit that subscribe button and come on back because we got some welding, we got some plasma cutting, we got some building. I'm going to make some custom loft beds and then epoxy tabletops and stuff like that. So hit that subscribe button, thumb the video up, and I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great day.